voice here, I've put a video together of some of the areas that I go walking near to where I live. So it's up in HD as well if you want to watch it in HD, or you can watch it normally. What'll happen now is the video will sort of blend in, and I'll tell you whereabouts we are and what's happening. So now we should come up with a view of, there we are, 2 horses. These are beautiful horses, very friendly, always come up to me when I'm walking past. Just panning over now, just the mountains in the background and some of the fields. This is at the back really of where I live, but I never tire of walking around here. It's quite cloudy, overcast as you can see there, but it's still very warm, a very warm day. I haven't left the sound on because typical when I was doing it, there was some sort of concert going on in that place on the left there, and some sort of pop group, so I've taken the sound off. So this is just the sort of same view, but from a few fields up again. As you can imagine, this is North Wales, and there's a lot of fields and trees and animals really. This is part of an old castle, the tower of a castle, which is not far from me. It's a ruin really, but the public can go in and visit it, you know, it's a nice place. I go walking through, it's a woods, it is, that way there, that's a woods, so I come from that area, and then I come up to the top, and this is sort of the main entrance of the castle, there, that's it. There's not a lot of it, but it is very nice. You know, you can have picnics there and things like that. Now this is further up. I'm panning over the trees there. There's like a forest, and at the bottom here you'll see there's a few seagulls flying about there. Yeah, it's a lovely green field drop. I walk down this field, and at the bottom there's a river. I think I'll zoom in there. That's it. You may be not able to see it, but there'll be a few shots of it in a minute. So I walk down this field. There's some sheep feeding, grazing on the grass there. Yeah, it's nice. And here there's the sheep. They've come from one field to the other, and the thing with sheep, once one sheep starts to do something, the others tend to follow. Like there's the leader on the right, and the others have just started to follow him. I suppose they're afraid of missing out on anything. Now this is the river, just a shot of the river, the water. Now ideally I would have liked to let you hear the water babbling, but again, when I got there to film this, there was a tractor being used in the opposite field, so it would have spoiled it, so I'm sorry. You'll have to put up with my voice. But it's a nice view. I will try and put babbling water in one of my future videos. Then again, this is a river which runs through a forest, and I go there sometimes because I quite like photography and take pictures, you know, different views, and I just sit there for hours, and you seem to be in a different world somehow, but yeah, it's a beautiful place. This is part of the forest, just to give you a rough idea of what it looks like. this is sort of a clearing in the middle. Ideal really for camping and stuff like that. This is just one of the paths going through the forest, which again I use very regularly. Just some wildflowers growing on the outskirts of the woods, and they allow them to grow to encourage the animals and things. And there's just another path. It's quite a nice, lot of leaf foliage, and this is a nice feature. It's somebody's carved an owl out of a piece of wood. Clever chap. And oh, this is just a white flower that looked nice. This is another view of the area, really. It's about a mile from the other view with the horses. As you can see, there's lots of sheep in Wales. And I won't go into the jokes. But they're all busy grazing there. And this is just some clouds. The reason I filmed these is because to look at them you'd think it was about to rain, but this is the middle of the afternoon. It's quite bright, but the clouds just looked menacing, dark, as if they were going to burst, but it wasn't. It was very warm, and somebody's asked me as well from Canada if I could involve in one of my videos some of the clouds we get in the UK. So I've done that for them, and that bright bit there in the sky you can see is where the sun is trying to shine through. And this here is towards the end of my walk, and the cattle here. If you ever see cattle and they're lying down, it means that they've fed themselves full. So they lie down, then when they're ready to eat again, they all stand up. Now, cattle, people think they're stupid animals, but they're not. Because you could set your watch by them, because they seem to go to certain parts and certain fields to feed at roughly the same time every day. And this is one of the times where they're moving from one field to the other. Just from one, you can see them all sort of. Oh, there's a couple of horses. Now this cow was quite inquisitive by what I was doing, and he wasn't prepared to move. But as I got closer, as you'll see now, he decides to move to the right, but he's still inquisitive because he'll look back now, as if to say,